What's up guys, welcome to another video. This is Nick here, and today we're going to be talking about why Tesla stock is going to go to the moon. So these aren't any price predictions or price estimates. This is just my opinion and just 7 things that I think Tesla could do or is already doing, which I think is going to increase their stock price significantly. So before we get started, if you guys want to hit that like button and subscribe as well, maybe hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I'm releasing new videos, that would be great. If not, that's alright. Anyway, let's get started. Here's number 1. Biggest way they could be making a ton of money is by utilizing services, apps, and microtransactions. So similar to the way Apple is doing it, where they're charging 30% cut for any payments that are going through the App Store, and 15% if it's a company that's making less than $1 million. Tesla could be doing something similar if they come out with their own App Store or start charging for Netflix, for people who are buying Netflix through the car, games, because if you saw in their new Tesla Model S Plaid, they have basically PS5 graphics they could be using. They were playing Cyberpunk, so maybe you'd be able to buy games from an app store. So if they utilize that, if they make an app store and they could be taking cuts from transactions the same way Apple is, they could be making a ton of money. Apple's quarterly earnings from services were $14 billion. So just imagine how much money Tesla could be making. They already sold just 500,000 cars in 2020 alone. So, every year it adds up. The demand for Tesla is huge. They keep making more cars. They literally can't meet the demand. So that's going to be a huge business to get into. With the rollout of self-driving, it adds even more. People aren't going to be driving. They won't have to pay attention to the road. They'll be able to lay back, watch movies, play games, stream. They could do anything they want from the car. So that's going to be a great way they could be making money. Now, the second one is also self-driving, but this is more about their actual self-driving service. So when you're buying the car, you can pay a $10,000 upfront cost to get full self-driving enabled, or be able to enable it once they have it fully released. They're in the beta at the moment, but they could be leasing out that software to people who are leasing their car, or for taxi fleets. I'm pretty sure they're not going to want to pay $10K up front. They'd rather have it be like a monthly fee they could be paying. So that's another monthly income they could be making in revenue from those types of car purchases, where they're not buying the car outright, they're maybe leasing it, renting it out, things like that. And Elon Musk actually confirmed that you will be able to kind of lease the full driving service, which kind of already confirms that option. Now, the third point here is the ecosystem. Once again, similar to the way Apple is utilizing their ecosystem. Your Mac talks to your iPad, talks to your phone, your Apple Watch. Once you get one device or 2 devices, you're already in the ecosystem. You can't leave. So, Tesla is kind of utilizing the same thing, where if you get a Tesla, maybe you want to get their solar panels. Maybe you're going to get the Tesla Powerwall. So once you're in, you can't get out. You're going to be using Tesla superchargers. You're going to be using all their services. So in a similar way, they're building up their ecosystem. And once people are hooked, you can't leave. Number 4 is electric car rebates. So Biden proposed a plan, and hopefully it's going to get approved. And if it does, you'll be able to get $10,000 off purchasing a Tesla. Now, if they do that and their cars are $25,000 for a Model 3, there's going to be way too much demand. They already can't keep up. So they're probably going to price their car $5,000 more, and pocket that difference, and their car still looks cheaper. So that's going to bring them a ton of money, and, that's good for their stock. Number 5 is massive expansion. So you already know they're building a plant in Germany, they're building a plant in China, and they want to expand to India. India is the 5th biggest car market, and it just makes sense to expand there. There's not that many car manufacturers that are doing it, and if Tesla's one of the only ones that are, large and they have a huge demand, it only makes sense to go there. It makes no sense why the car companies are completely ignoring it. Now, before we get to 6 and 7, if you guys want to hit the like button if you already have it, and hit the sub. Also, let me know if you like these type of videos. They're short, break down pretty easily, and I could do those for different companies that I like. Also, let me know if you want to see my portfolio breakdown, I'd love to do a video about that as well. Anyway, number 6 is insane amount of research and development. A lot of the money that Tesla makes, they put it right back into research and development to make better things for their cars. Like the GigaPress, it eliminates thousands of parts that are needed for the cars, and it makes the whole process of making the cars way faster. Other car manufacturers can't do that. For instance, Ford is in debt for $160 billion for their old machine processes. So there's no way they're gonna throw all those assets out into the window and start buying new machines. So Tesla's ahead of everybody in that game. Also, reducing the amount of parts needed using AI. For instance, always reducing on the amount of cameras that are needed. And they just got rid of radar because they can solve it using AI. They won't need those parts, which in turn also increases their profit margins. Number 7 is huge, and that's ride sharing. So Tesla will be able to basically have the cars drive with no drivers and pick people up the same way as Uber, except now, because they don't have to pay the drivers, their profit margins are huge. They can be competing in those prices, way cheaper. They're gonna be way cheaper. Who's not gonna wanna ride in a Tesla in a back seat as driving you by yourself? And it's cheaper? Hell yeah, I'm signing up for that. And then people who are buying the cars, you could, when you're not using the car, you can basically enable the feature to be added into the ride sharing, and your car's making money for you. Tesla takes a cut, of course, and they're making some extra bank. So these were the 7 things that will take Tesla to the moon. If you have any other ideas, leave them down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.